Okay, hi, here we are again live today. This is Julie Brzezinski with Start Your Life Today, and we are talking about the 5-question litmus test to determining whether your dream is truly worthy of you. And the reason why I'm really passionate about getting this mindset is I think so many people in our society are asking the wrong question. They're saying, okay, well, I have a dream or I have a goal or I have a vision or purpose, fill in the blank with whatever your word today is. But am I worthy of that? I think that's the wrong question. And what I want to encourage you to do, again, throughout this 5 days, we've already started with yesterday. We're on day 2. I'm going to give you two questions today. So woohoo, bonus day today. And we're going to kind of get a deep dive into this. We are doing this on a video recording, and I got shut off here a minute ago, so I'm hoping this is going to keep recording. So if I'm looking down, it's because I'm watching the time to make sure I'm actually still recording. Thank you all again for your patience as we get through this whole technology thing. And if this doesn't work, we're going to have to go to Zoom, and I hope everybody's okay with that. Yesterday, we were talking about, does imagining living your life give you more life? Okay, so I hope you really thought about that and can answer it honestly. And if the answer is no, that just means we need to refine and redefine what your vision is. So you want to make sure when I say give you life, I mean like that feeling of expansion. For me, it's when my son hugs me, or my daughter just actually texted me and said, in case you needed a smile today. I mean, those are the things that really light me up, and how appropriate that she does it as I'm in the middle of this video, which she has no idea I'm doing right now. So imagining your dream life, for me, part of it is having a wonderful, fantastic relationship with both of my kids, not just Kayla, who's 24 and a little bit more advanced on the social spectrum, but also my 14-year-old son, who is a 14-year-old boy. And going through the things that all 14-year-old boys go through, which I'm not familiar with because I've never been one. So anyway, that's my little insight into me today. Again, I want a lot of participation. You can only get out of this what you're willing to put in, and you're here. So I congratulate you for that. That's step 1, is showing up. Step 2, we talked about this yesterday, is putting in the work. No one ever said it was going to be easy, but I promise you it's always going to be worth it. So what we're doing again this week is we're defining and refining, is this dream truly worthy of you? Okay, so 1, does imagining living your dream give you more life? Question number 2, does your dream align with your core values? Now, you guys, I had to do some research on this because honestly, I could only think of, well, my top 4, which is faith, family, fun, and friendships. Those were the only 4 values I could think of. So I did a little Google search. You guys can cheat and do a Google search, but I've already done it. I want to get some feedback here. I want to hear what your values are. I want to read in the comments what your values are. I'll start at the top of the list. I'm not going to read the whole list. Authenticity. I think you all know, if you've met me, authenticity is definitely one of my values. Respect. That's definitely one of my values. Determination, fairness, learning, leadership, knowledge, service. That's why I'm here with you guys today, is because I have a servant heart. Security, you know what, honestly, you guys, that's not a value for me because of my faith. I don't have to have the material security, because for me, security is a material thing. I just know that God's giving me everything I need. I'm fully resourced for every vision that He's given me, because if it's in my heart, it came from Him. So security is one. Meaningful work, loyalty, I think everybody knows that's a value, but I couldn't put it into words. So optimism, definitely high on my values. Learning, competency. So I added, I had only started with 4, and now I have 9 written on my list on my wall. I wish you could all be here in my house so you can see how crazy it looks right now with all these big post-it sticky notes hanging up on the wall so I can give everything to you. I'm enjoying so much expanding on what we're doing. And now, third question, because I know that's an easy assignment, right? To just understand what your values are. I know if you're on this call, you've already questioned for yourself and identified what those values are. So it's easy for you to say, yes, living my dream does align with my values, or maybe that part of it doesn't, or maybe that isn't a value that I value as strongly as I thought I did, if that's your dream. So then the third question in our litmus test is, does this dream cause you to grow? You guys, I have to admit, I've been getting out of my comfort zone this week, the past 2 weeks. But this week I've been sharing this information because there's a lot of people that I've been talking to that aren't in this group yet, and they're saying, well, what's going on? What's new in your life and everything? So I'm kind of telling them, and they're like, well, tell me the top, what is the quiz? And so I've been kind of cheating and giving them, because you know me, I like to give value, right? You don't have to be a member of my group for me to want to help you. So I'm just kind of giving them the 5 questions. And here's the part that I miss about this atmosphere that we have right now, and that's why I really want your engagement. Because as I'm talking, today alone, I love the number 3. I love the number 3. I've heard this sound. I want you all to hear this sound and listen for this sound in your world as you start sharing this information with people. As I'm asking these questions and asking people, I'm not asking your dreams, but how do these line up? And I hear this sound. Get ready. That is such a cool sound, because it means I got you to think. I got you to think about something that you have never thought about before, or maybe you've thought about it, but you don't think about it on a regular basis. And it reminds me of the quote that I just read the other day, and I am not going to remember if it was Descartes or who it was, but the unexamined life is a life not worth living. And it's also, I've been having this conversation with people a lot lately, is, there's 2 types of people in this world. And I already know, because you're in this group, I know which type you are. There's people that are dreamers and doers and want more. They want to do more, be more, give more, have more. And then you have the other people who are just going through the motions, like get up, brush your teeth, drink your coffee, eat your breakfast, go to work. Yeah, like I eat my breakfast and do that every day. Ha ha ha. When I'm on my lifestyle transitions, I will be eating 5 meals a day. As it is right now, I eat like 1.5 if I'm really lucky. Sorry, little segue there. But I did that, you guys. That was me for pretty much 5 years. Just another way to describe it is life isn't happening to you. That's that mindset, right? Those people that just get up, go to work, do the robotic motions. I know everybody here can relate at some point in time or another. Hopefully it was a short period of time that you were just kind of doing the robot thing, going through the motions. And then you wake up, something happens, whether it's a tragedy, whether it's just a change in life circumstance, or for me, it was I got an email one day where somebody threw me a lifeline, and I literally read an email, and it changed my life because I made a decision. I decided I'm not living, and I want this. I want to create my life. It's you have a life either by design or default. Okay, that's the simplistic way to say it, and it's not easy to understand. So if you have a question about that, feel free to post it in the comments, or if you want to expound on it, I'd love to hear your comments on that. Also, if you're watching replay, post it in the comments so I know you were replay. Oh, wait, that doesn't really apply today because this is all recorded. Hopefully this will not be a recording that you're all watching, and hopefully I can go live, but I was testing going live and that wasn't working. So recap because we now have 5 minutes left. And this is so much harder when it's just me talking. So, day one, question number one. Does imagining living your dream life give you more life? Does it make you feel more abundant? Does your dream align with your core values? And will this dream cause you to grow? Now, let's talk about growing for a second here because you know I love to tell stories. And first, a little quote from Proverbs 29:18, because I don't think I told you this yesterday. Where there is no vision, people will perish. So that's where I believe the Bible comes in and tells us we are meant to be dreamers. We are meant to want more. We want to give more and do more and be more. And yes, have more. It's okay to want to have things. We don't worship I don't worship things. I don't live to have the nicest car or the nicest clothes. Heaven forbid, you all know that about me. I just want to be comfortable. I want to make sure that the people around me are comfortable and that we're all as happy as we can be. We choose to be happy. So let me just tell you the story about the two fishermen. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to get relaxed and tell you the story. So the fisherman goes out and he's on this side of the river and he looks down the way, 100 yards or so, and he sees this other fisherman. He's an older fisherman out there. And the younger man, he's noticing, he's not catching anything for starters. That's the first thing he's noticing. And then he notices that the old man, whenever he catches something, he brings it up and he measures it against this ruler. And if the fish is bigger than the ruler, he throws it back in. But if it's smaller, he keeps it. And he's watching this and he's just, you know how fishermen are. They're just always really curious. So he finally packs up. He really didn't catch anything for the day. And he packs up and he walks over and he says to the old man, he says, I noticed you've been catching a lot today. And in fact, you've even been throwing them back. But I'm really curious. You've really got me curious. How come you're throwing the bigger ones back? I mean, do they get too bony or are you trying to populate the river by keeping them in there? Why are you throwing those back? And why are you keeping the littler ones? Well, the fisherman looks at him and he says, well, Sonny, I got a frying pan at home. And this is the frying pan. And if it's bigger than I cut the stick off to be the size of my frying pan. And if it's bigger, it won't fit. So I throw them back. Okay, yeah, it's just a cute little story, but it also brings to mind that the universe that we live in, that is, again, like I said yesterday, always ever seeking to emerge a freer, fuller expansion of abundance within you. Each and every one of us has that in us. I'm not special. I'm not unique. I'm not the only one on this call right now that has that pull, that universal pull to want more. And by being here, I know you want more. So picture the sea of abundance, or as you would picture an ocean or a sea, that the universe or God is abundant, right? There's never runs out. There's never a time when we're going to run out. It's like oxygen. You don't run out of oxygen when you're in the air and in the atmosphere. So you can go to the sea of abundance, okay? And you can take a teaspoon. Just picture I'm drinking or, taking my ice cream. You can take a teaspoon and that ocean is going to give you a teaspoon. You can take my coffee cup and it'll fill up just that much, the coffee cup. You can take a 5-gallon bucket and you'll get 5 gallons, okay? Or you can just simply wade in and swim in it and take all the abundance that God has for you, because literally that's what is seeking to emerge within you. I know that if you're hearing my voice, you can understand what I'm saying. Not everybody understands what I'm saying, but if you're on this call, if you're in this group, you're one of those elite few that you're always looking this way. There's more out there for you, and you want to grab on. Oh my gosh, my 15 minutes is up. I can't believe I did this. I will see you tomorrow at 1 p.m. and we're going to be going over another few of our questions. You guys take care, be blessed, and I love you. Bye. Thanks for showing up.